Right, in typical Jeff Tech fashion, we are wearing a jumpsuit that's way too small, and we got the 93 XL80 with the choke you gotta hold up. See if it starts. Almost. All right. All right. Woo! Chef Tag Metal Garage coming at you from the Acaso cam. Yeah. Alright, she runs. But she got a flat. She got a flat tire. She's down on the wind. And in typical Jeff Tech fashion, whatever shows up today, that's what we put on today. Whoa. We got 2 for 1. We got 2 tubes for 1 over here. Right on. Right on from the Amazon. Hey, riddle me this. How come 2 tubes shows up overnight for $18 and 1 tube shows up on Saturday for $14? Get the 2. You got 1 in the bag. Yay. Throw it on the shelf. Forget about it. We'll probably never see that again. Get our gloves on. Got a new chain. Got some 420 chain and a new little chain breaker. Put that on. Might as well, as long as we're here. This one's pretty rust tie. I'll just bust this thing off. Right? Throw that over there. Get that washer off of there. Come on. Yeah, you could do it. Wow, that doesn't even have an adjuster on that side. I just noticed that. Got my little bitty. Isn't that cute? This little crescent wrench comes in so handy. Yeah, it doesn't have an adjuster on the. This one's about ready to fall off. So that's neat. Yeah, that's handy. And then we'll just throw this down on its side. Turn the fuel off, skis. Throw the thing down on its side. Put it up on. What do we got? What do we got? Here's a block. Set that under the muffler. Yeah. All right. This out of there. Oh, I forgot to take off the drum breakulator. But it should just come out. There we go. Yeah. Oh, that's spacer's seen better days. You guys still in the picture, in the view? In the view assists? There we go. Yeah. Like I said, this jumpsuit is way too big. Small. Every time I bend over, it reminds me. I take it on this side, and that's the bead breaker. Don't break that bead all the way around. That's how it's done, son. Like that. Put that in there. Push that down. Yeah. Hopefully we only have to break this one side out. Hopefully. Yeah, she wasn't taking no wind. Get my little handy dandy. Oh, that's loose. My little croissant wrench. Yeah, she was already loose. So how are you guys doing today? It's pretty warm out here. It's about 10, 11 C. It's about 50 degrees Fahrenheit. And yeah, it's almost 5 o'clock on a Thursday. So we're gonna get our handy dandy Bead Pro by Motion Pro. This is not sponsored, by the way. I bought these myself. Let me get one of these up in here. Get the other one facing that way too. We're gonna just, wow, get this in there. Gotta get that side in the groove, so you can get some. There you go. There we go. Got it started. Using the, come on, this little 14s should be relatively easy to get off of here. Kenda. It's a Kenda. Take little bites. Let me get that Tanya Harding 200 over. Get our whackalizer. You want to use your knees to keep this in the center bead. Gives you more slack. And beat this in there. There we go. Come on. Yeah. There we go. We're getting there. Just take little 2-inch bites out of it. There we go. Got to the point of gonna give up. Yeah. So yeah, it's real nice out today. End of February or end of March. So that's cool. I'm curious to see why this is leaking, because it wouldn't take any air at all. And then I took out the valve stem and poked it. And there was definitely something in there, like somebody put Fix-A-Flat or something. Maybe she just got twisted. Yeah. Get that tube out of there. Start with the valve. Oh wow, what do we got? So a couple massive patches. Look at that. Yeah. They're crusty. There's some moisture here. We got a couple of crusty old patches. Those are like truck patches or something. Didn't even take the schmutz off of there. But yeah, we'll get rid of that. Take my handy dandy little wind maker. Drop that? Yeah, I did. There you go. Get a little bit of shape to it. Not too much. There we go. Shut that off. Yeah, you just want to get a little bit of a shape to it so it goes in and stays straight. And that's cool. It comes with a valve stem remover tool. Makes things handy. These things are like one use only because it's plastic, but you know, it's better than not having one. And then real quick, we're gonna just check for any obvious nails or Trackmaster. Yeah, I don't see any obvious defector, bros. All right, this tire is not very flexible. Wonder when it was made. 39-15. That's the 39th week is 2015. So it's only 11 years old. It's still brand new by my account. And then you want to line up the valve stem. I like to get the opposite side going in first. A little talcum powder wouldn't hurt either in this juncture. See, that's why you want a little wind in there. It helps it to keep its shape and not twist on you. Get this in there. Get in there. Yeah. Just shove this in. Oh, yeah. These little tires really make you fight for it. Get the valve side started. And yeah, the valve side is still lined up with the hole in the rim. Well, that's good. Yeah, that's almost perfect. We'll just play a little hide and seek. Get in. Come up behind it. Give it a little gentle, just a little gentle persuasion. There we go. Come on. Yeah. And then we can put the one nut on there. Get it started. Yeah. Not too bad. Doesn't really fit that rim very well. There we go. Pretty straight. The glove get back on here. And then we'll just do the in reverse and try not to pinch that tube. Okay, now again, we're starting the opposite of the valve stem. We're gonna work our way towards it. Come on. A little soapy water in this position wouldn't hurt either. Use your knee to hold that side while you shimmy on this side. Just take a little bite. Take a little bite. Take a little bite. And again, having a little air in that tube kind of keeps it centered away from this rim zone. But I'm checking every time I do it. Again, use your knee, hold that deep into the groove, and then just walk it. Just walk it on. Okay, we're almost there. Don't want to lose it. Keep that deep in the groove. This is where having a new tire really helps because it stays more flexible. We'll get it. We'll get it. Almost there. take little bites. Again, I should have thrown some soap and water in there, but we'll get it. We will get it. I'm sweating out here. Yeah, come on. Oh boy. Take a smaller bite. There we go. Come on. Yeah. Whew. It's almost more difficult than a full-size tire. One more. We got one more and we should be in it. In it to wind it. Come on, buddy. You can do it. Oh, not quite. Oh, come on. Yeah, you can do it. There we go. We're in it. Yeah. And then we just gotta straighten it. There we go. Get that valve stung. Chuck Norris just recently died, and somebody said that Death once had a near Chuck Norris experience. So I said he's probably just walking it off. Somebody else said that he actually died 20 years ago, but Death didn't have the nerve to tell him. So respect. All week I've been watching Chuck Norris movies. Being that I'm originally from Chicago, I watched Code of Silence. And a funny thing, they actually filmed that movie literally in my backyard. In 91, I lived on Kenmore. And yep, that's where Code of Silence was filmed, in the alley. And if you look, there's a blue and white awning, and that awning is where I used to come out of. That was my back door. But that movie came out in 95, so technically I didn't live there anymore. But it was probably filmed in 94, so it was only 3 years after I left that neighborhood. And it was a rough neighborhood, so I know why they picked that neighborhood, but it's just I never noticed that back in the day. So yeah, check out Code of Silence. It's a great Chicago cop movie. And there was a, not to give away the plot or anything, but there's a cop robot used in there, you know, like an autonomous, remote controlled cop bot. So I took a picture of that, a screenshot, and I sent it to AI, and I said, hey, look, here's your baby brother. And yeah, Major Alti Intel laughed, thought that was funny.
Sorry, this takes so long. Okay, so gotta set the 13 pieces of wind. 3, 4, 6. Yeah, 7, 9, 10, 12.
I love how it just shuts off. I've had this thing for about 2 years. I've filled up tires on the Tahoe, on the Focus, and every motorcycle has been in this garage. And I have a full-size compressor, but this thing is just so much easier and sets off whatever numbers you put on there, and when you put the straw back in, it shuts off. So that was a good investment. I'm glad I bought that. So yeah, that's holding wind. It said 12 to 14, so did the right thing and put 13 in it. Check that bearing. Oh, that bearing is terrible. Let's just shoot a little grease in that sucker. Smoked it out. Yeah, we just got a tiny little screwdriver here. We'll pop that cap out of there. Oh, she's dry. And then we'll give it a little blaster action. Or just hit it with some contact cleaner or whatever it is, whatever we got. Might as well wipe down the brake area too. Yeah, the bearings don't look that bad, they're just dry. Okay. Extra heavy duty greases. Yeah, get in there. Yeah. All right. Good enough. Good enough. Wipe off that seal. Pop that back in there. Wipe off the outside. Wipe off the brake surface. Oh yeah, feels better. Probably do that side too. It's pretty dirty in there. Should really change these, but you know. Oh yeah, same thing. Just dry. Grease is really just made out of oil and wax. And then the oil evaporates eventually, and then you're just left with wax. So that's why. And yeah, the sprocket looks pretty good still. Yeah, those bearings look all right. Just a little dry. Lucas. There we go. Just goop some in there. And put the cover back on. Wipe off the seal. Straighten it out if you bend it. And pop it back in there. Pop it like it's hot. Alright. Might as well wipe all this off while we're here. It's easier than doing it on the bike. And then we got to get this chain off. Yeah. She's seen better days. There's the main. I don't know if you can say Master Link anymore without getting in trouble. So it looks like it. Is it on the other side? Wild. Yeah, it's got one thicker link, but there's no. This must be original one. Yeah, this must be original. Gives us a chance to use our brand new chain breaker, which is cool. Don't mind. This one's a little bit better than the other one that I have. I usually just use the death wheel and grind it off. But this should work, because this one's got a longer pin. Yeah, there we go. The one I got's got a short pin and gets stuck. The link gets stuck halfway, and you wind up having to push it out with a punch or something. Just kind of a pain in the Johnson. But yeah, this came free with this chain off of the Jungle website. And we're going to need it again to cut down the chain that I bought. So that's pretty neat. Yeah, that worked. No problem. Right on. And then what we're going to do is we're going to count. We're going to count the linkages. And then that way we could make the other one exactly this. I know this chain's definitely bigger. Yeah. And we're going to break it right here. Yeah, I like this chain breaker because it centers the pin for you. My other one didn't do that. It would keep walking off. But this one centers it right on the nert for you. That's cool. Oh yeah. That's why they call it a chain breaker. Alright, I felt it pop right out the bottom. There you go. That's how you do that. Yeah, this is a decent tool. It's much better than the other one I have. I'm actually kind of mildly impressed. Try to get this back in there now without having to take off that side cover. My bad, they're 8s. So I grabbed the 6. Oh, come on. Okie dokie. Oh, man. That's been off before. Yeah, that sprocket looks pretty good too, though. Surprised, actually. Put this up on here. Okie dokie. Smoky. Come on, you can do it. Come on. There we go. That there. Put the cover back on. Looks like it's been RTV'd. But there shouldn't be any oil in that one anyway. That's the stator cover slash sprocket. Good enough. Oh yeah. Now we can might as well put this in first. Still got brakes. Barely. Good enough. Oh, that little cover's coming out. Get this in here like this. Get the drum brake back in its drum brake hole. Get that spacer. I'll wipe that off. And the flat side goes in like so. And then Doesn't hurt. Doesn't hurt to put a little bit of grease on that axe hole. Oop! Come on, come on, buddy. You can do it. Come on. Right on. And then you want to make sure that the brake is in the brake make it happen hole. Right there. Cool. I can even get the washer and the nut started so it doesn't go cattywampus on us. Get this on here. And boom. Bob was your uncle. You guys still with us over there? Yeah. Get the top on. And then all we need is our little buddy. And of course you want to do it this direction, so if it were to catch on anything, it's not going to pull off automatically. And then yeah, I loosen this up, can put it back where it was. And we'll get it back up on its feet. Yeah, that wasn't too bad. Oofda. You guys still centered? Yeah, move this one out of the way. What's it doing right now? It's all crooked. Why is it going crooked? Brake good? There we go. Hold it about to there. Give it a tighten. It's pretty straight. Ooh. Yeah, that'll work. And then just need to tighten this guy back up. Cool beanage. Yeah, it's got the right amount of slaction for a Jackson. Yeah, it's missing the one on the other side, but I guess it doesn't really matter for this application. It's so small. As long as this one doesn't pull back on a fella, should be okay. Just want to snug this down. Yeah, that's nice. All right, now we got wind in our tire, and that's that. I'm Jeff Tech, and I approve this message. We'll catch you next time on Metal Garage. Hit the one right there. Yeah, that's the one that you want. Join the Beans Battalion.